Victoria's Kitchen, guys. Today we are making cinnamon rolls. So let's get cooking. Welcome back to Victoria's Kitchen, guys.
We are so glad to be back. We took a season off, but we're back.
We're back, yes.
So today's show is all about cinnamon rolls and coffee for education.
Yes.
So Victoria goes to an international baccalaureate. Baccalaureate. Or an IB World School.
Yes.
And she has a project for 8th grade. Tell us about it.
Well, it's called the Community Service Project, and basically it's really on anything that you want that would help your community. So you can raise money, donate things, donate money to charity. It's really whatever you want to do. And I'm working with Mr. George, my old 7th grade teacher, and doing Coffee for Ed.
So what is Coffee for Ed?
So Coffee for Ed is basically where kids come in the morning and just cook for teachers and earn money for children in Malawi to have schools.
Wow. And so what class did you have Mr. George in the 7th grade?
Social studies.
Yeah. That's cool. So anyway, we're so glad that you're here, and let's get cooking.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I'm Mr. George. I am a 7th grade social studies teacher, as well as the leader of a club called Club Malawi. Club Malawi is 2 different projects, Walk for Education and Coffee for Education. And I've actually had the privilege of teaching Victoria for 2 years now, 1 year in my social studies class, and now 2nd year she's one of our leaders in Club Malawi. So Club Malawi again has 2 major projects, Walk for Education and Coffee for Education. Both are student-led projects. The first one, Walk for Education, is a 5-mile walk to school, just in an effort to raise funds to help provide for education to vulnerable children in Malawi. Coffee for Education is very similar in that it raises money for the same exact project. However, the avenue for doing that is different. The students in Club Malawi literally run a coffee shop 5 days a week before school starts, and all of the proceeds of that coffee shop go directly to the organization that's helping build school and provide education again for vulnerable students in Malawi.
So guys, let me tell you, I have never seen coffee made this way in my life. It's called making a manual cup of coffee, and it's like a million steps. Whew. I thought the child was using a coffee maker all this time.
All right, so what you got in the pot there, Mr. George?
Yeah, we actually have a pot of well-purified water. So we have a purification system that's hooked up into our water boiler. So that the water comes out at about 185. We put it in the kettle. We use this temperature variable kettle to heat it as close as we can to 202. We try to start at 202. Too hot will be too bitter, and actually too less and make it a little bit sour. So we try to get it spot on, where we're just extracting as much flavor as possible without any negative ramifications.
Wow, there's really a science behind this. All right, so once that heats, so how long does that take to heat up?
To get it from 185 to 202 is probably 1 minute, no more than a minute.
Oh man, this is cool.
Pre-wetting the filter You just really want to make sure that the paper taste, any paper taste from the filter is eliminated and definitely does not end up in the cup of coffee. And we'll also use the hot water that we just used to pre-warm the mug. It's important to put the hot coffee into a pre-warmed mug just so it's not impacted by a cooler mug.
He really even heated the cup. I mean, this is gonna be the best coffee I'm probably ever gonna try. Ever.
From there, we'll grind about 25 grams of coffee. Definitely tear the scale, get it back to 0 before we begin. Water's at about 200 degrees. Start the timer. The first pour, we're looking at about 30 to 50 grams of water on top of the coffee. And then we're gonna let it sit for about 30 to 45 seconds. This is called the bloom. The bloom kind of degasses the coffee and prepares it for extraction.
This is amazing. So how did you learn all of this good stuff, Mr. George?
Oh, just talking to all the shops around town. Really, that's it. Sitting with them and buying a lot of coffee from them. And just sitting and asking them questions and then watching videos, a little bit of reading. But, I mean, really just through experience and, you know, trying to get as much equipment as home as possible so that you can, you know, test it out and just have fun with it.
So as you're pouring the water in there, it's weighing it on the scale.
Yes, we're weighing it. We're trying to get it up to about 360. So 360 milliliters or grams of water. Sometimes it can happen in one pour. Sometimes it'll require, you know, stopping a little bit and then following up with a second pour. We get to about 360. We're looking for a brew time at about 3 minutes by the time all of the water has, I guess, filtered through the coffee.
Okay.
We do give it a little spin, a little agitation, as well as to kind of grab the coffee grounds off the wall of the filter.
Oh, okay. So how many cups will this make?
This is just so manually brewed coffee, we're just looking to really brew as perfect as a cup of coffee as we can for each customer, one at a time.
Okay.
One, I think just the quality's there in such a small quantity that the quality, you know, drastically is increased through, you know, through a manually brewed cup, one at a time.
Awesome.
Each customer gets a fresh cup.
Look at there.
Right about 3 minutes is actually when this brew time just ended. Maybe a little more, so maybe the grind size could go a little bit more coarse, but it really all depends on the taste. You know, it doesn't really, if it's too long, too short, if it tastes great, you know, then you nailed it.
Look, I just had a long day, that's all.
A long day.
Yes, a long day.
So long and hard that she couldn't even stand away from the couch. She had to sit on the couch, looking the way she looked.
Well, I didn't know I was gonna be in frame. I thought you were cutting me out the frame because you didn't tell me to move. Like you didn't stop. Like right.
Y'all check out the look on Chef Victoria Elizabeth's face.
Oh, and that's the heated mug.
Yep, heated mug. Give it a little swirl, mix it up a little bit. I don't like to pour the whole thing at once. I like to sip it a little bit here and there, so take my time.
And is it all complete now?
Yeah, it's good to go.
All right.
Well, thank you, Mr. George, for being on the show and doing what you do for Malawi and what you do here.
Yeah, sure thing. Thank you. I mean, it's been awesome to have you in my classroom last year and Club Malawi this year. Keep up the great work. And really, for me, Club Malawi is all about doing what I love to do, making the world better. And that's brewing coffee, teaching kids, and helping spread education.
So guys, we'll see you back in the kitchen, and let's go check those cinnamon rolls. So guys, I know you're gonna enjoy the show. I'm finally doing my passion, baking. Yes. But cinnamon rolls, it might not be healthy, but it is delicious. So I'm gonna sit back, grab me a snack, and I'm gonna watch the show with you. So enjoy. And welcome back to Victoria's Kitchen, guys. Today we are making cinnamon rolls. So let's get cooking. So here we have our handy dandy mixer, and we're gonna start making our cinnamon rolls. So we have our melted butter. Pour that in. Yeah, that's all. And then we're gonna get our milk. And guys, make sure this milk is warm to the touch, not too hot or not too cold. There we go, we got all of our milk in. And then we got our sugar. Sure. Put our sugar in there. And let's go ahead and start mixing. Close that. And we're just gonna give that a couple seconds to mix, not too long. Yeah, I think that's good enough. And then we're gonna take our yeast. We have active dry yeast. Oops, dropped a little tiny bit, but it's okay. And we're gonna let that sit for a minute. Has it been a minute yet? I don't have a watch. So we're just gonna guess. 30 seconds, 40, 11, 100, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think it's been a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in our flour. So technically we have 5 cups of flour, but in here we only have 4. And then over here, we have 1 cup. So the 4 cups of flour will go in with all of everything that's here, and the 1 cup will go in after the dough has risen. We'll put that back over there and put in our 4 cups of flour. Okay, now let's add our salt. And then our baking powder. Now you might be asking yourself, why is there no eggs? Well, it's because baking powder is basically kind of like substitute for eggs and makes things still rise. Okay, let's go ahead and mix that up. Not too hot. But yeah, this is actually almost done. Turn it up just a little bit more. Okay, let's go ahead and lift this up. Kind of get it off of the, what would you call this, a spatula-ish? Yeah, spatula-ish thing. Okay, we want as many cinnamon rolls as you can get, so try to get all of the dough off of it. Okay, let's take this off. Get our bowl, and we're gonna take our towel, kitchen towel, any kind of towel, and we're gonna put it in a warm area. So I'm gonna put this in the microwave, but don't turn the microwave on if you do put it in the microwave. Okay, if you turn it on, something bad's gonna happen, so just don't do it.
Okay, chef, so like, what if you do turn on the microwave? What'll happen? That was dumb.
So we're gonna let that sit for an hour, and then I'll be right back. with our rolling pin. So you're gonna put it in rectangle, big rectangle. Okay, so we got our rectangle here. Now we're gonna put in our softened butter on our little rectangle. Take our butter, and you want it really soft because you're gonna be spreading this. Because you want the cinnamon rolls nice and buttery. I know I used a lot of butter, but they're cinnamon rolls, so it's okay. Right? And now we're gonna take our brown sugar and just spread that around. We'll sprinkle that around. And now let's get our cinnamon. Gonna just sprinkle the cinnamon everywhere. Okay. Now we're gonna take one last spread and kind of just pack it down into the dough. Do like a pack and spread. It's gonna be a new dance, guys. It's called the pack and spread. Just like this. Okay, now it's time to roll. Get my hands nice and clean. Let's start rolling. So I like to kind of use the bottom of my hand. I don't know what that's called. If anybody knows what that's called, please, if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, which you all should, go ahead and send me a message and tell me what this really is. Palm, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, palm. I'm not in the school zone, I'm in the cook zone. Okay. Nice rolls. Kind of roll it around a little bit. Okay. There we go. Now, I just have to go get a knife. Okay, I got my knife. And first, I'm just gonna kind of score how many rolls I'm gonna do. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 rolls in that rectangle there. Now I'm just gonna cut it. And guys, if it sticks to your knife, it depends what kind of knife you're using. Just put a little flour on your knife. Just a little bit, not too much, because you don't want flour running through the cinnamon roll. Tell that my knife wasn't cutting all the way through, but there was no long knife in the knife holder. So guys, next time use a long knife when you're cutting the cinnamon rolls. Okay. Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and spray these pans. Okay, next pan. There you go. Okay, go ahead and pull these apart. Now these, the buds, I guess you could say, of the end, I'm gonna use those last because those are gonna be as the middle, since it will be a smaller hole. Start with this pan first, actually. And guys, these will be a little flat this way because we're gonna pack as much as we can in a pan. These smell so good. I wish I could have raw dough, but I can't. Especially not raw cinnamon dough, guys. Don't eat it. Kids, don't eat it. Please don't. We don't want anyone getting sick. Guess we only need one pan for this. They're all fitting great. Okay, let's put this little bud in here. Okay, we got one pan. Let's grab the other. And these are going to be the monster rolls because those are going to expand. Okay, and just put that one there and that one there. So there you go, guys. Now you might be asking yourself, why aren't we preheating the oven yet? Well, we're gonna put these in the oven, then preheat the oven. So it's gonna preheat and cook in the oven, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, go ahead and put this in the oven. Right there. One right there. Baking on 350. Now we just wait. So I'm gonna throw this cream cheese in here. Oh, that went off the plate. Okay, I'm gonna add some powdered sugar. That's good for right now. Then I'm gonna add some milk. Add some milk. Add some vanilla in there. There you go. 2 little droplets. Okay, let's mix. Okay, let's give that a little taste. Oh, you can hear the oven. That needs a little more powdered sugar and no more milk. I'm just gonna let that sit. We're actually gonna add a little more milk, just a tiny bit. A little bit, okay, yeah, that much. And then powdered sugar. Okay. Okay, there we go. Our cream cheese frosting is now officially done. Cream cheese frosting is all done and our cinnamon rolls are all done. Zoom in to these. We got our original in the pan, cinnamon rolls. Then you got our monster ones. Those are the...
Now, pay close attention. when she put the cinnamon rolls in the pan, you know, the monster cinnamon roll pan, initially there were 5. But when she comes back and takes them out of the oven and they cool, they're only gonna be 3. We're a little hungry or something. Oops.
So let's cut this and plate it. I'm gonna cut this big one right here. That one's looking good. And right after I got these out the oven, I let them cool so I can cut them and put frosting on them. Oh, guys, did y'all see that? You see this right here? Okay, let's take just one good piece right here. Guys, this is amazing. Like, y'all have to make this. So guys, see you next time. Bye. Guys, thank you for watching the show. I had a good time. I hope you did too. And don't forget, every Wednesday, come back on channel 21. And you can either tune in at 8:30 a.m. or 6:30 p.m. For those of you that watch me online, please subscribe and hit the bell icon at youtube.com/Victoria'sKitchen. And also to get in touch, either at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Chef Victoria Elizabeth. And see you next time. Bye.